talk about the performance tonight. How did you feel, and how did you feel about the decision?
Oh man, felt amazing. I took the fight on like 12 days notice. Thankfully, I'd fought maybe 4 weeks ago, but I had a cut on my eye and I couldn't train for a couple weeks. But thankfully, I'd picked up a super fight, like a metamorphosis-style jiu-jitsu competition. So I was at least, doing sprints and training when I could. But man, I picked the fight up for short notice against, a 10-fight UFC vet. And went in there to really just try to knock him out. No matter who I fight, no matter when I fight, I'm always looking not only for a finish but for a KO. And a little bummed I didn't get it, but I threw some pretty good shots. I know I landed 2 good right hands, and I can't believe he didn't tap from that armbar. But I gave him a lot, and felt like I had more fight in me than he did him.
That armbar seemed pretty tight. I mean, how confident were you that you thought you could get him to submit it?
Man, you know what? Once it was fully extended and I heard the little pops, I just really tried to break it, but man, he just was tough. I knew it was tight, and I knew there wasn't a lot of time left. And I've won many fights with an armbar. It's actually exactly 1 year ago this month I got my black belt in jiu-jitsu, and so I like to stand and bang. I have a good backup plan on the ground, and then armbar I go for almost every single fight. And man, I'm a little bummed to get the tap, but I definitely think that won me the 3rd round, which ultimately won me the split, so I was happy with it.
When you said the fight on short notice, and you said you were still busy, conditioning is always an issue. How did you feel for 3 rounds? Did you feel fresh, or did you feel like you had to conserve a little bit of energy?
No, I was a little tired, but the more I fight, the more confident you get with your own physical limitations. And I had a fight in late August, and it went to the 3rd round. And the guy actually had won the 1st rounds with some grappling, and I hit him with the knockout of the year for Access TV. And I know I have power the 3rd, but man, considering the fight was short notice, I'm very happy with my composure and the gas tank. And honestly, I think he was as tired as I was, if not more tired. And I am like the guy, I'll train 100 extra hours before I undertrain 1 hour. So I mean, and I usually do 10 or 8 week fight camps, and this one was less than 2 weeks. So man, you guys see me in the octagon next time with a full fight camp under my belt. It'd be even more intense.
What was that like, coming in there, taking a fight on short notice to the biggest promotion in the world?
Man, these fights, getting locked in the cage, is the one thing that I crave more and more as the years go on. And I don't care if it's 1 day notice or a year's notice. I'm just very excited and ready to get in there. Earlier this morning I was just waiting. I was like, man, I want to get in there. Man, I want to get in there. And it's the absolute best way to feel alive. I'll do this until somebody makes me quit of old age. And it's just the absolute coolest thing I found to do on this planet. There's nothing else I'd rather do. Don't tell Dana, but I'd do this for free if I had to.
So there is a little bit of controversy about the scorecards. In your mind, did you have any doubts that you'd pick up the win when you were waiting for the decision?
You know what? I didn't know. I didn't get hit in the face by him, and I'm pretty sure I broke his nose. So I know I did more visible damage. He scored those takedowns, but he didn't do any damage, and I threw up that armbar. I fought to finish him, and I think he fought to win, or to not lose, and you can't do that in the UFC. People don't want to see that. I don't want to fight like that. We don't get paid to do that. So I know I threw some sloppy punches, but I was trying to take his head clean off, and I didn't think he was trying to do the same thing, and that's why I think I won that fight.